to.
Yes.
Because of the new year, we look in terms to say there is a vaccination
Yes.
that's being passed out now. The two different pharmaceutical companies, Moderna and Pfizer. I know there are a lot of people that are really concerned about getting the vaccination. I've been seeing a lot of people that have been televising that they have gotten it. Um, there's a lot of people that have some conspiracy theories as pertain to whether or not if the vaccination is really cut out to be all that it's said to be. So I can say that whether or not if you choose to want to get the vaccination or not, I don't know how it's going to go. Where school is going to start back, next year for the high schoolers, and I'm sure that there's a lot of people that are concerned about whether or not if the teachers, have it, if they've been tested, and then also about the students, as well, because it makes you tend to think back to what happened years ago when children, in order to get into school,
Yes.
they had to have shots,
Yes, they did.
so they had to have the shots for, rubella,
Yes.
mumps,
Yes.
scarlet fever, things like that.
Absolutely.
So, and then it's the same thing too that now they may have to also get tested, as well as to get the vaccination, for those things. So, I'm not going to say whether or not if anybody should or shouldn't. That's a personal choice that everybody's going to
That's
have
right.
to make. But do your research.
Mhm.
One of the things that I will say that I take every day is I take vitamin D, because one of the things that I'm finding from listening to the scientists is that vitamin D, black people have a deficiency of
Mhm.
vitamin D in their system. So one of the things that I would advise people to do is to go and talk to your physician and find out in terms, say, about your levels of vitamin D, and that may be something that's a supplement that you may want to look into, as
Absolutely.
well. Everybody, I'm sure, has their own different little personal regimes that they go through,
Yes.
on a daily basis. Kathy, is there anything particular that you do daily that has been assisting you in terms of, say, keeping you healthy?
Absolutely. I often begin my week by blending up herbs such as turmeric, ginger, dandelion green spinach, raw honey, a little apple cider vinegar, and my morning ritual is lemon water. And I have to say, I haven't been sick. I can't really tell you the last time I've had a cold. And then, of course, with the different herbs that I mix in and take every day, I do make sure I get a walk in. If I don't get a walk in, some type of exercise, I do a little aerobics. And so I try to make sure I get that shake in to help my immune system. And one thing, as you mentioned, the elderberry tea, I am really enjoying the elderberry tea. And I do feel differently. For example, you mentioned your D3, along with that B12 and zinc, and just keeping that immune system, um, vitamin C. And then you feel differently. You feel energized, and you feel that you've done your part at least to keep the virus or to keep yourself well. Yes.
Now, as we close out
Mm-hmm.
2020,
Yes.
what encouraging words, Kathy,
Mm-hmm.
can you leave to our audience,
Mm-hmm.
before we close this year out?
Well, this year I often begin my day with prayer. That's what I do, with prayer, of course, and I always affirm that. I look at the end of the day. I will be positive. I will inspire someone. I will look forward to doing what I can do to the best of my ability to keep a positive mentality. And so when I look forward to inspiring someone else, I'm in turn, I get it in return. So I would say always look to positive people. Your mind, you control what goes in. Um, Read positive things, information that will keep you moving forward. And depression, just again, read those things and talk to individuals that inspire you. Keep positive. And if you can, I always say, if you can't exercise, you can't walk or run, sing. You carry your own joyful noise, sing, play some happy music as best as you can. Keep your atmosphere happy because just being happy changes your whole persona,
Oh, no
your whole
question.
atmosphere. So I would just encourage everyone, keep positivism around you at all times, and it returns back to you.
Well, and that's the key thing. I mean, that's a good note to really kind of, in this, year on, to
Yes,
be positive.
absolutely.
Shout outs in terms of say, just to, think about some of the people that, we lost in terms of
Mm,
say with, here, Ruth Bader Ginsburg,
yes,
Supreme Court Justice,
yes,
the Honorable Congressman John Lewis,
yes.
and so many others
So many others.
that we've had,
Yes,
that we've lost this year.
yes.
And we're praying that
Mm,
we don't see any more, to make that
absolutely.
transition before this year is up.
No.
Um, but again, I do want to thank everybody for watching us,
Yes,
this year. Thank everybody for watching Expose Under the Sun,
yes.
sponsored by the Detroit Native Sun newspaper.
Mm,
And want to thank Valerie Lockhart, who is one of our sponsors, for the show.
absolutely.
And you can pick up a copy of the Detroit Native Sun News
Yes.
at Kroger supermarkets.
Hmm.
And if you'd like to advertise in the Detroit Native Sun News, you can contact Ms. Valerie Lockhart at area code 313
Hmm.
457 5944. And you can pick up the copies at Kroger supermarkets. And again, I do want to thank Tim Smith, Renee Jones, Henry Tyler, and of course, RJ Watkins for allowing us these Tuesdays that we spend with you. Everybody have a great, great new year, and call somebody and tell them that you love them. Peace.